Hello everyone, welcome to, I think this is episode 5 of Tooncraft. I'm very spastic today, but I thought I may as well record because I'm in a pretty good mood. A lot of things have happened recently. First of all, this Enderman that you might have seen last episode if you watched it, at the end, he was chasing me around a bit. He came in here and I've kind of made him a little home. His name is now, Tony. He does get aggressive if you look at him, but just relog and he'll be fine. So, yeah, we've got ourselves a roommate now, which is nice. And I've also completed, well, not completed, I've started the work on the streets. And we've got little manhole covers here, perhaps for a sewer system later on. But more importantly, I've made several more houses. I've made this one here. There's a little bit of a butcher tannery kind of thing here. And then this is probably going to be a stone mill of sorts. And if you're keen and you've watched this series from the beginning, or just last episode, in fact, actually, you'll notice that I have added a new block into the palette, other than the road, of this town, which is this birch log here. If you might remember, this used to be a white mushroom block, the mushroom stem, but I've decided to put some birch in to differentiate the palette of the town a little bit more and make it a little more vibrant, and I think it does just that. I'm pretty happy with it. I've done it to the side of the town hall here, too, and I've done it to that house over there you can kind of see. I've also furnished the interior of a couple of them, the small one. I've furnished the interior of this Never Again Building Corporation house. It's just a little storage. I'm probably going to put some barrels in here later on to store some farm goods. Remember, every house has a function here. And I've also made a blacksmith. Now, it's just got an anvil, but it's also got another second hidden function. You'll probably notice it just looking here at this picture right now. But if you haven't, it's this thing right here. It's a blast furnace. So I've just kind of hidden it there. Of course, it's not really usable in a bulk sense. I just usually smelt all my ores through this furnace anyways. But, you know, it's an excuse of a function. I've also done the inside here if you haven't glimpsed that already. That's pretty much it for what's been going down. I've also made these houses here. This one isn't complete. I'm trying to add a little bit of an extension here in order to cover up this gap. This is probably going to be some sort of alchemist, I'm thinking, because of the kind of steep look it's been giving off. Diagonal houses are not quite as stout seeming as the straight-on houses. They seem to kind of raise the roof a little bit more, just the way I've been building them, and I'm having mixed feelings about that look, but I think it looks pretty cool here, and I'm going to keep it as is. And then there's this little storage house here that I've kind of had to shape around here. This is one of the more odd-shaped houses, but I think it works, and I haven't completed that yet. So that's pretty much it that's been going on here, and oh, here's Dusk Rider intruding. It's okay. But I don't really want to play around in this town for this episode. I've kind of had enough of building this town. I've been busy at work, and as you can see by my inventory, I've also been doing a lot of mining. So I want to change some things up and do something a little more fun for this episode. So I want to head over to the spawn area and start working on a shop. I don't know what I'm going to sell yet, but we'll work that out. And yes, Dusk Rider, I have been a busy bee. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I did actually die, unfortunately, but I still won Don't Die December with only 1 death. Everyone had at least 2, which is fun. My skin, it's acid eyes for the holiday season, you know? Ow, excuse me. I put a surprised-looking face on because I didn't want to just have a generic holiday skin, so I thought I'd give myself acid eyes instead. Anyways, to the spawn. Well, I haven't decided on what to sell yet, but I have come up with a design that I'd like to build for the shop. I want to build a giant book. Now, for a number of reasons, I want to do that. One, I like books, and I've got nice materials to make pages and the binding. And 2, because it's nice and flat on top, so I can potentially stack other shops on top, and then I don't have to take up as much horizontal space in the shopping district. Plus, all my shops are in one convenient location for restocking and shopping. So I'm just going to kind of clear this area out. It's kind of holy right now, but that can be fixed with a shovel and some time. So I'm going to do that and try to build a decently sized book. I've only just now realized I haven't really provided much context as to where I am other than the previous clip stating that I was going to the spawn area. This is Spawn Island, and this little section here, this little mini island kind of off to the side of Spawn Island, is supposedly the shopping area where we're going to have different shops. Now, there are a few. There's one in this little cave thing down here, made by Dusk Rider. Here's another potential shop. I think it's for carrots or something. Also made by Duskrider. There's Vad's fish shop just over here. You can kind of see it. It's just off the edge beyond the trees. You can go watch his videos if you want to see it. So this is where I want to build my book for obvious reasons, because I want people to frequent it. And if it's not in the shopping area, then it's going to be difficult to find or difficult to go out of your way to shop there. You know, I want to make things as easy as possible to purchase so I can get more money, because, let's face it, hold on, F5, money's cool. I love this skin. This skin is awesome. Hold on, gotta take off the hat for the full effect. There you go. Some Corrales level eyes right here. I love it. And it looks like Vad's taking down the Christmas decorations, and the only way he knows how, by setting fire to them. That's pretty fun. Anyways, while he's been doing that, I've been doing this. I've been putting together the book, and it's looking a little bit chunky, a little bit too chunky for my liking. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's gonna do for now. The interior I really like. It's got this nice carpet with oak logs, stripped oak logs, and scaffolding, which you can kind of swim in, but, yeah, I like that. But you know what, that's okay. I think that's a worthy sacrifice to have a good-looking carpet. Kind of more like a mat than a carpet. Still not sure what I'm going to sell. I'm going to sit on that for a little while, maybe come back later with an idea. But we've got lots of space to work around with, and I can always dig into the ceiling to put more shops on the roof if I need to. Like I said earlier about stacking them, I still plan to do that, so I've got a nice flat area on top there to stack. Actually, now that I think about it, if I put stairs kind of periodically in here, would that make it look less chunky? No, that just makes it look bumpy. I don't like that. Okay, well, I might figure something out later on. But for now, it's just going to stay as a chunky-looking book. That's not good. This is actually the first time I've seen one of those patrols in person on the server. I remember last season, I was quite bothered by them. They always used to camp around my base. There are like 3 or 4 at a time at points. Looks like Vad, just out of sight there, is fighting them off. I have actually, while I've been procrastinating and looking at those pillagers, I've also come up with sort of an idea of what to sell. And that is pretty much everything, kind of like an odds and ends shop, until at least I find some other more specific item that I can put up for sale here. But for now, I've just got these barrels here, and I'm going to raid my base of any sort of junk I have. So yeah, I think I might do just an odds and ends thing, of an odds and ends shop of all the things I've collected over my base building journey. So I'm going to go grab some stuff and fill these 6 barrels up with. So I've decided to name this shop the Open Book Convenience Store, and that's a little bit ironic considering that it is a model of a closed book, but you know what, the inside is open, so it's good enough for me. And I've gathered enough stuff to sell from my base, and here it is. So this, brown mushroom blocks, pretty simple. Red mushroom blocks, redstone, leather, ink, and mushrooms. And I think that's going to start us off for now. Now, I can change that up anytime, pretty much. I can put more stuff in of a different type of material once something runs out, if it runs out, if anyone buys anything at all, which, you know, could turn out to be not as good as I hoped, and I couldn't make any money. But, you know what, we're going to look on the positive, we're going to look on the bright side today, and say that this will eventually sell out, and I will be rich. Rich Kian. This is going to be good, and I'm pretty happy with the interior. Still debating on whether or not I like the exterior, but, you know, I can always fix that off later, off camera. It looks like Vad has just noticed my crazy acid-eyed skin that I put on for the holiday season. Oh, it looks like my helmet broke. That's unfortunate. And it looks like we already have our first customer, which is nice. I hope he buys something. Or is he just browsing, you know? We're going to be very complacent with this. We're just going to stand off in the background, not be annoying. I totally didn't try to shoot him earlier or anything. And he's wandering off. The nerve! Just trap me here and wander off? How dare he? I've pretty much run out of time to record, so I thought I'd come back to the island to finish it off, since I'm so fond of the things we've done. But anyways, if you've enjoyed... Well, let me... Yeah, that is pretty terrifying, actually, now that I look at myself without a helmet. If you enjoyed and you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. If not, that's okay. It's just a button you can press, you know, get notifications. But that's alright. I'll see you later, hopefully, and have a fantastic day. And now you get to enjoy a face that shall haunt you through your dreams. Thanks for watching.